Greetings, fellow humans. Durgan here with another trailer review. We're going to try going frame by frame, see what we can see. I'll give different perspectives from what I've seen other people do. Changing my screen up here a little bit so you don't have to look at all the Adobe Premiere clutter. This is the Trade trailer, and I'd like to say that now that the Survive trailer is out, this is why it's taken me so long to get to all of these, but the reality is I've just been busy and doing these has not been a priority. So I got to them when I got to them, and here's the Trade one. Let's get into it. So awesome. First off, we got a ship coming in for landing. I assume it's coming in for landing. Not sure where it's landing. Just noticed as I paused, there's a chunk of rock just floating there, I think. I was too busy watching the ship before. Didn't notice that. But I also like to point out, this flaring from the sun is very similar to the flaring you see when looking at the center of the galaxy in the galactic map. I'm not sure if they're related or they just really like that effect, so they used it in many places or what, but yeah. And then this shot is, this blew me away when I saw this shot, because the way the shadows are on the ground from the sun is so freaking amazing. Like, this looks beautiful. I was gonna say realistic. Doesn't look realistic, but it's still beautiful. Very nice design. Some plants are in shadows, some are not in shadow. And just the softness to the shadows where it's needed and the hardness where it's not. And knowing that they did not pre-bake any of these shadows, any of this lighting is not pre-baked. This is all rendered real time as you fly, as you walk. And to get it to look as good as it does is really, honestly, quite an achievement on their part. And we're going through here. Now, I've been watching a lot of the guys doing the trailer breakdowns, and some of them are kind of confused, I think. Sorry, just scrubbing here, making sure I didn't miss anything of note. A lot of people are seeing things flying across the screen. Let's make sure my mouse is showing up there. Yep. They're seeing stuff flying across the screen, and they have some pretty interesting theories as to what this stuff all is. To me, it's just debris in the wind. That's it, plain and simple. Bits of grass, bits of dust, that's all. Because we got a bit of dust here. These are blades of grass or whatever. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just to create atmosphere. Now this one is cool. This little sequence here. I noticed that before the scan actually hits it, this rock has a question mark on it. Not sure why. A couple of other videos I've seen, I think they've suspected it may be for a beacon. So unless this is actually some container that a beacon's going to pop out of when you access it, I don't think that's what it is. I'm not sure why there's a question mark there. It seems a little strange. It's kind of, there's no question mark on this rock, no question mark on these items. It's kind of saying, hey, I'm extra important, and I don't know why. So that will be interesting. Also, there's this icon down here. I can't quite make it out because of the grass bits back there. It almost looks like a crosshair. This looks like a gauge that can fill up. Not sure. Then we got our ship icon here that tells us our ship is way over that way. I believe. But yeah, then the scan goes by. Nothing really changes. So that, oh no, it does. So now we have resources. One guy has a good theory, possibly a few guys. A good theory that this is a silicate, and this, I can't remember exactly offhand. But there is a lot of theory out there that the color of the thing will be a clue as to what the element is in addition to the symbol in the icon. So we're going to need to learn those. Or at least I will. I think a lot of other people are already there. Nice little mushroom plants. I think that's about it in this area. Gathering the natural resources. Oh, just noticed the little guy down here with a spiky tail, in a way. That's jump. Okay. Again, from Bellari 5, collecting some silicate from the plants. And this, it's a pluck. You're picking it out. Picking the berries. Yet still with no indication as to what you look like. Did you use an arm to do that? I don't know. Cold protection down here. Very cool. And I find it interesting how so many people were so excited by this gun. It looks like, yes, the Needler from Halo, without the needles. But it's, I don't know, it's a gun. It's kind of basic. It actually makes me wonder, okay, right now you're on mining, I think. Does it switch to the weapon one? I don't know. I wonder if there's going to be any guns where they're only good for mining. That'll be interesting. So yeah, there's the oxide icon. So it looks like a stack of stuff. So, and yellow. So if you see something yellow, you'll know right off the bat that it's oxide. These names are just getting way out of control. Kajoom! And everything comes flying at you. 32 units of iron just from that one rock. Because it starts at 6 and jumps. So I think by the time the icon shows up and the count, it went from 0 to 6 and then just proceeded on. So you can get quite a bit of, either you can get quite a bit of materials from different things, or you're going to be using a lot of materials if you can get that much iron out of one rock. So, again, more mushroom guys. Cool. Then a cool shiny rock that you're mining from. And I love how there's almost always a planet visible somewhere. That's so fun. And again, a cool stubby little gun. This one almost looks like the one in coming up. Another interior of the ship. This one's cool because it looks like you're in a bubble. It feels like I'm in a bubble here. And I think that's kind of cool. Because the blocky, squared off, typical cockpits were just, they're nice, but, you know, it's nice to have a variety. So this might tell me that this is an explorer ship. This might be it here. So there's your bubble cockpit. Some VTOL engines. Very nice. And then, as somebody else pointed out, they didn't know if this was really a canister or a ship or anything. To me, I think it looks like a ship. Up here you can see a slight glow from engines. and then cargo canisters on the sides. That's the feel I get from it, right? So engine exhaust up here. And then, of course, there's the other meteorites that are visible here that look like they're actually lumps of iron. So that's pretty cool. I'm wondering, we really don't know what sort of controls any of these things have, if anything, or if they're just display purposes. Looks like some graffiti or something up here, some labeling in a foreign language or an alien language, not sure. Yeah. Pew, pew, pew. So you destroyed that, and now you have some red minerals floating out that you can collect once you get close enough. Rulatosta Guduni. Man. And then this is pretty cool. Are the words there the whole time? Yeah, the words are there the whole time. Jerks. Dang, Sony ruining the visuals. Again, another rounded cockpit. Very cool there. The Rasamama. Nice name. Rasamama. And headed towards a very round space station entrance. It almost looks like the Heart of the Galaxy from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And these lights out here, and this beckoning you in, like one guy said. This just looks very cool. I'd like to see this from a little further back. In you go! Coming in for a landing. Coming in hot, oh my gosh! So a few things here. That guy back there looks... Oh no, he's not. Almost looked like he was just kind of hovering over here. But he's not. So now we've got this icon here. Speculation is that it's a trading post or something. I'm wondering why this is here and this is here pointing that way. Right? Why is that? As we come in... oh, okay, I get it. This is our directional map, and that's showing there. Okay, so this is not related to this. It is, but this is part of a different element. It's not part of in here, so if that makes sense. And then there's this little tree type icon on the side of this guy's ship. This is a pretty cool looking ship too. Makes me wonder if these parts move at all. Like, do they adjust as you take off or land? That'd be pretty sweet. And then come in, a little bit of tilt for the landing. And yeah, so there's our cockpit. We got some nice storage capacity here. Still seems kind of small to me. Not sure what this icon is. Oh no, that's, sorry, duh. It just happened to be in just the right spot. We got some graffiti here on the side of the ship. Not sure if that's intentional labeling or actual graffiti. Guess we'll find out eventually. Is this another logo thing? Can't quite tell. Yeah, also these both look really quite new. There doesn't seem to be much damage on them at all. Little scuffing here maybe. But yeah. Pretty new. Every trait tells a story. And then you walk in and you're presented with some hydroponics. Save point, access terminal maybe, readout for something. Don't know if this becomes something, does it? While we're here, no. So don't know if this is a door somewhere else. Hard to say. Ooh, really shifty. Now what is that showing there? This looks like one of the save points, but why is there a holographic something in there? That's weird. Almost looks embryonic. Huh. Fascinating. And then here we are with Mr. Korvax again. What have we all got in this room? We got a plant. Dang it. We got a plant. We got, oh, this icon, as some have nicely pointed out, looks like possibly your backpack. And in red, it means that you are full. You cannot carry anything else. You may even be encumbered and need to move slower. So that'll be interesting to deal with. Not sure I really quite like how these guys look, but I still have to remember that Hello Games is a small team and there are sacrifices that need to be made in order to get the game done. So over time, I hope to see the community and other support bases show up to be able to help Hello Games make this game even better. Yeah, I think that's where mods might come in. Sean has stated he wants to work with or talk to people about the game afterwards to see what they should change. And who knows, maybe some people with good ideas will have the ability to help implement those ideas. But that's a different story for a different time. What else do we have here? We've got possibly just a poster of some kind, or is it giving us information? Don't know. What is this back here on the wall? A canister of some kind? Can we put things in here for whatever purpose? Take things out? Don't know. Just like this canister here. What the heck is that? That looks like a holographic representation of a thing. But what is the thing? What can we do here? We can talk to the Korvax. We know that. And then suddenly we are at this workbench. To me, it's a workbench. In another shot, we do see it closed up. Whether or not this is just a display of the gun that's available, or it looks like it's actually mounted there, sitting on there. So maybe that's the weapon you're currently using, and you are going to be able to make modifications, or that is simply the only weapon available at the moment in this container. Again, something we just don't have enough information here to really rely on or make any real guesses on. We've got this icon here, which could be representation of the space station, and then another question mark. I didn't think, what are the question marks for now? I can see having them on the planet, but why would you need them in space? I would assume that the things we see in the space station would not indicate anything outside. So maybe this is someplace else interesting in the space station, or maybe it does show us something outside of the space station. I'm really not sure now. Interesting. So, upgrade and enhance your experience. What is that? Oh, hey, what is that? Just as they say that, they bring this thing up. What is that? It looks like if I stick my arm in there, it's going to get ripped off. Oh, that's in Galactic Market Terminal. Okay. So that's where... Oh, okay. So this is where you will likely log in. there was one article that came out that showed that, or that indicated that you could potentially do player-to-player trades. And this may be the way that happens, through a galactic market terminal. That would, I mean, it implies that it is a terminal to access the galactic market, as opposed to a local market. So dealing with the Korvax in the room, right? This would allow you to connect to the global galactic market, and thereby allow you to access things that others are selling, or for you to be able to sell other things. Very cool. This is a favorite moment for many of the guys doing the reviews of these trailers. Here we've got Damaged Machinery, Get Blueprint, Interact. Knowing it's out for PlayStation, this is confusing for me because you have to push square, yet it shows triangle. I don't have a PlayStation 4. I'm just making fun. Sorry. But then, when they interact with it and it pops open, you gain access to the Wide Beam Adapter version 1. You're going to need a bunch of iron, a bunch of iridium, and a bunch of plutonium. But according to earlier in the trailer, you just got to hit a rock and you'll get all the iron you need. As for the iridium and the plutonium, that may be a different matter. But yeah, that'll be interesting. They don't actually show this happening in the trailer, but it should widen your impact radius, so multiple targets in close proximity will receive damage during mining processes. Be interesting to see how that plays out, how it works, what sort of limitations it's got. Do they have to be in your field of view, or will it just kind of hit everything around you? Interesting. And then a bright flash of light and new stuff. Now we're leaving the space station, as we've seen so many times. And there's an icon here for a beacon. To me, that says beacon. So we'll see what that means. And it's red. Note the red. Not sure what that means or implies, but yeah. And then here we got some more crystals growing out in the universe. Just at random out in space, along with a bunch of potatoes. Nothing extra new about this ship that I can tell anyways. Not sure what this means. Not sure what any of this means, if this is relevant at all. I noticed our ship is not displayed, as has been in other instances. And we are flying with a few people. This ship looks pretty cool. I want that one. I want to get that ship. Boltcaster, is that Chewbacca's? Although we're on a ship, so it won't have a boltcast. Why is it showing that anyways? And some more meteor, asteroid destruction. Another ship or two. Pretty basic stuff there. New planet coming in for a landing. Messing up some mushrooms. Oh, interesting. What is happening there? Okay, so he has destroyed something, and there's sparks. However, once those dissipate, there appears to be a ridge here of something, and all these sparks start flying out from behind it. What is happening? They kind of fade out too, so. Huh. Interesting. What's happening there? Okay, and then we are here mining for more iron. Apparently we've done something bad and drones are on their way. We've got this one here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 extra ones on their way. Our ship is way over there. We're probably gonna be in a bit of hurt right away. Wonder why. It says destroy here. Why is that happening too? Oh, okay. Destroy the thing that has that stuff. Okay, okay. I get it now. All the mushrooms, more rock destruction. Always with a planet in view. So cool. Again, some cool palm trees. And then the ship comparison chart. So this is a ship to buy. This ship comes with these items installed. You can compare it with your ship or decline the ship. Interestingly, it doesn't tell you how much it is here. That must have been on the previous screen. Wait, so you can compare and you can decline. Where's buy or accept? You have to just go back. Maybe that's what it is. Just go back. That's a pretty cool looking ship. A lot of people think it looks like a submarine. Yeah, I can see that. It actually looks pretty similar to the submarines that used to be at West Edmonton Mall. Those were yellow though. And then we have our starship inventory. I was wondering about this. Install technology, manage your ship's cargo. Here we're on craft product. So here we can craft a Carite sheet. When crafting it, do we then have the option to install it for more defensiveness? Because, does that come up here? Yeah. Lightweight metal product heavily used in ship part manufacture. Also used in the construction of planetside outposts and facilities of all known primary species. Once it's built, can we add it to our ship as, you know, extra plating? Doesn't seem to indicate that here. But that would be nice to know. And then there's micro density fiber or something, bypass trip, electron vaporizer. Many cool things here. Notice this flag also. That's kind of cool. Be really interesting to see if these are like just sort of procedurally generated for whatever planet you're on or whatever you're dealing with at the time, or if there are actually specific flags for each race, in which case we've seen easily half a dozen now. So that's interesting. Yes. Okay, so he made a sheet and he has applied it to his ship. See that? Build, and now it's there. And it's down here on its own, as opposed to up here. Why would that be? I'm checking out our suit now, some protection mesh. Iridium. Element vital to space exploration. Okay, so the protection mesh needs charging. Okay, so you're gonna have to charge it manually. Life support there. Jetpack. Okay, very nice, very nice. Yeah. Zinc. Beam coolant system. Now, is that this whole round thing with this gun barrel type protrusion out of it? Or is it just something we ripped out of that? So this just keeps things cooler longer so you can mine for longer. That's cool. Literally cool. Gra, used by the Viking warriors. Zinc. Okay, so here we can see that we are in the galactic market thing. Sell 53 units of zinc for 2,209 units. 53 pieces. Okay, they're calling them pieces, so we'll call them pieces. He's got, Boz Battler has 26,000 units, so he's making some good coin. Fascination bead, we get a reference to what that is in a moment. Yeah, golden metal sphere used to temporarily increase processing power of electronic life forms. So, like Sentinels, for example. There is a hint of more text, but we can't see it, and it doesn't come up during the video. And another Corvaxian dude. Intercepted manufacturing facility signal. New product recipe now accessible. So I guess we can either talk to him to get that, or go to an access terminal and acquire that. I don't know. We have so many questions still. But I think that, 12 people put this whole thing together in 4 years is pretty amazing. Constantly blown away by that. And there we go. That is the end of the trade video. I noticed this other canister here. I was hoping there was another shape inside of it. Maybe to give an indication of what you can get, but nope. So yeah, trade is done. Very excited for that. Looking so forward to being able to just bounce around planets and buy and sell things. That's it for me. Watch for the Survive trailer coming right up. And we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So, see you at the stars. Out in the something, whatever. I'm trying to come up with that. Take care.